right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
This is it. Great team. 54 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, Ty. 54. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Ball, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
What? 380.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
What? 280.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
54 Mike.
Ain't no pass. We taking win calls.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Ball. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All day, dog.
On second and 11 now. Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll try the left side. It's Ball. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
And now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
49, check 49, check 49.
Sick guy, check sick guy. Check alert. He's checking crack. Slam. Switch.
Check.
Switch it.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Third and 6. 14. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back to the ground, this time with Gerlin. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Back to throw, Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Jim.
Here's Wilson to throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Where's it at? 19! 54! Oh, yeah, pump! Check 52!
On 1st down, Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as the Ravens push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I got it.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You got tight right there. Slam.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, it's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on now, let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Watson. This is the tight end Fant. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the eye.
They'll try the left side. Ball. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. 4th down now after a loss of 2. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Mark 55. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
The final shot before the break. Watson looking for Campbell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Got it.
Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Third and long. It's Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ball, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected, they needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
12.
58, right over there.
Now Wilson, throwing again. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Listen.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Ravens 34, Falcons 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants. And the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get this. Alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The pickup there, 5 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Ball. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Wilson now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
On first down, Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 30-yard line.
Be alert. Mike, short. Right there in the middle, 55.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 18. 36 power. Hey, check right. Watching you grind. Hey, tight.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Come on, D. 4 down. 55.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
First down.
Watch the screen.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dante Pettis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Ball, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. Now it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson dancing to his left. This one caught by Ridley. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
58, right over there, right over there.
Four down.
Watch the slant. Watch the safety creep.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Charles